I just calling my biological dad, and I just want to give him a call to see what he doing, because I understand that he have no power to call me. Or else when my biological dad have no power to call me, I call him. I say 0404. I say over here. I say ta-da. I just talk about I today because he has nothing to do today. I promise. I put him on loudspeaker. I mean, he may be sleeping.
I am unavailable.
I mean, you're unavailable. I am available all the time. I make sure that you guys always are calling your biological parents so that they understand you love them. Dešava ovdje neki floods i ima neka vetrina tamo vode i pišti.
Mnogo ima i grafton i Hofskaba i Tari i Mompričard i sve je poplavilo.
Ja vidim sve pada kiša u pičku materinu.
Je, jesi kako si ti?
Ja sam dobro, ja sam ti poslao neku fazon da vidiš.
Nisam gledao ništa.
Ja ti poslao neke slike.
Da, kad dođem kući vidit ću.
Ja nemam problema, ali to je u tvoj telefon gdje je SMS.
Dobro, nemam pojma.
Ja napisao neke tekstove.
Ne znam, alright. Gdje si ti sada?
Ja sam u Brisbane.
U Brisbane, alright.
Ja došao u Brisbane.
Pada kiša tamo?
Ja vidim da pada još 2 dana ovdje i tako.
Dobro, alright.
Ja ovdje, samo da mi daš moj broj isto. Ja moram da imam moj broj, ali se vidi moj broj tu?
Kako?
Ja te pitam, je se vidi moj broj na tvoj telefon?
Evo ti ga. 0423.
Ja vidim 0423.
Je, 646.
Ja vidim 646.
922.
Ja vidim 922. Pa ja ovdje radim neki sponsorship i radim preko interneta da vidim, pa sam uradio 0432, ali je 0423.
0423-6646-922.
Ja razumem, ali ja sam bio stavio onako drugačije, ja sam bio stavio 0432, ali to je 0423. Ja vidim, pa eto. Ja vidim, ja ovako jednako radim svoj posao, pa ovdje učim španski, ja imam neke sad klasove, ja imam neke vetrinak uskora gdje ja pričam sa ljudima koji rade španski i radim tako, pa učim ljude kako da pričaju španski danas.
Dobro, okej.
Ja radim preko interneta tako, pa radim neki playlist, pa hoću da učim francuski, njemački i tako, pa sam napravio neki YouTube playlist sa videos tako.
Radiš što hoćeš?
Ja radim tako. Ja nemam problema, ja vidim tamo u Kempsi sve je otišlo.
Je, kiša, hoćeš je.
Ja sam sad bio u Podnoj Kvari i tamo ima kiša velika.
Tamo je sve poplavilo.
Ja vidim, poplavilo sve tamo.
Sve. I nemoj da ideš iz Brisbanea, okej? Nigde, dok ne prođe ovo. Još 7 dana pada kiša.
Ja kažem nek pada, ali ja se ne bojim ničega. Ja radim svoj posao, pa ovdje, ja vidim ovdje još ide avione i svuda.
Ne znam, ti znaš najbolje.
Ja vidim i ovaj koronavirus još ide.
Ide, da.
Ja vidim, može da izađu ljudi iz Australije ili šta?
Ne znam ja ništa.
Ja vidim.
Alright.
Ja vidim, ima nešto tamo u Bonaring i u srpsku vetrinu tamo?
Nema ništa, nemam pojma, ne interesuje.
Ja vidim. Ja samo ovdje...
Razumeš? Ne idem nigde i ne interesuje.
Ja te razumem, ali ja samo radim ovdje posao, pa živim, pa imam para i radim i ne pušim cigare, ne radim drogu, ja ne radim drogu, ja izgledam bolje nego juče.
Super, pa neću, okej.
Ja te razumem.
Super, okej, aj sinko, idem da kenjam.
Ja moram da idem ovako inako.
Okej, thank you, čućemo se,
ja ti čujem.
Bye.
So that's my biological dad. So either way, I had to call him to get my phone number. So sometimes when you're placing your phone number, what happens is or else you may place 0432, but it's actually 0423. I mean, so call up somebody like your biological parents or somebody to give you that phone number so that you can make a booking online, such as if you're going and recharging your phones online, I mean, go and get your real number and then go and put that number online and recharge your number online with a prepaid voucher so that you can go and get an extra 30 gigabytes right away, so you never have to walk 20 minutes down the shop line, or you never have to go in the rain somewhere to get your voucher in terms of a service station or a convenience store, when you can go and really, let's say, call up somebody or get your real number and just do the online voucher and then just give money online, and then it recharges your phone from online. And it's an online service, so either way you can recharge your phones today online, and you never have to go to a convenience store, and you never have to go to the Woolworths and supermarkets to recharge your phones with internet data, is what I'm saying. So either way, guys, I see you guys in the next video. See, guys, what's important is have yourself a selfie stick and then call your biological dad or mum or family member, and then let's just record them. And then what we do is we place them on loudspeaker as well. So I'm holding my nice beautiful selfie stick over here, and I'm on the bed, for example. I mean, do you understand? Alright, now that's all you have to understand every single day, is to do that for yourself. I see the sympathy of controversion and being able to speak to somebody in a way that you're excellent and also fierce in the way that you're understanding metropolitan ways of thinking with the word I. And how do you explain that? I understand either way, I do have a nice beautiful YouTube channel, which is my name, Danny Milivojevic. I understand, although I did ask the question, so I want to find out your answer. I mean, how sexy is this? I love the echo. I love my music. Just make sure that you stay in tune, because this is going to be something big. I apologize for that, guys, but understand either way that my beautiful phone has 8 minutes of time, so I understand either way that is my fault. So I'm understanding now to just really just connect these videos together, but I understand either way that what's important is I do so, because I have to understand to delete some content from my phone so I can go and start my nice and beautiful seminar for another hours and hours in between, because that way I understand it's really all the moments, but then I understand that's how I grow. I want you guys to realize my new track over here, so you can go check out. I realize I have a nice and beautiful arrangement over here. I mean, come and look at this. So it's my new arrangement over here. I mean, you guys can see my melodies and also my hats and my percussion and my nice and beautiful way of automating the track. So this is what you guys are going to see very soon, and it's actually finished, or as I did finish the track now. I understand the track is done. I understand either way that when I send it to you guys, I mean, just make sure that you understand this is also, I'm going to be recording the whole screen, and it's going to be playing while you can also watch the track, and there you go. Because I understand that what's important, guys, is making sure that you understand what I'm doing. I'll send you guys some images and some videos of the track, and also then I post it on YouTube and also on SoundCloud. I have SoundCloud, I have Spotify, so come and check it out and come and see what I've done, because there's some special touches I want you to see. So welcome, guys, to my nice and beautiful production style over here. So what I have to do is I have to listen back to my track over here. I have a track that I just made, so I just want to listen to it. I mean, when I go and listen to a track first, I'm going to speed read it just like this. I'll show you. I use it with all technology. I go from my laptop and my headphones, my phone, also my earphones and portable speaker. And this is a JBL 100 party box speaker, so you can get one. I gave $420 to get one, but check it out. So that's that, guys. So what I do now is I just go and play the whole track. I mean, I'm listening to it. I can say that I just went and done the speed reading of the track. So I'm just speed reading it. And what am I listening to? I'm listening to the sounds. I'm listening to the sound of it. Watch now, the architecture is different. So what you do with the architecture of the track, in terms of the architecture of the track, is listen to the 1 hour set and see, does it rhyme and does it rhythm and does the sounds go with the actual track. So what I do before I even do anything is I get my headphones and my earphones and my laptop and my headphones and goes my phone as well, my portable speaker, and I just go quickly like that. I just go quickly on all technology, and then I choose to listen to my nice and beautiful track on the earphones 1 hour, and then 1 hour on the portable speaker, and that's it. Or else, and also with my headphones. But then the laptop and phone, I just go quickly like this. Otherwise, although then I make 1 hour track into a 3 minute track. So this track over here is 1 hour, but then I make it into a 3 minute one. And then from a 3 minute one, I put it into 1 minute 30 second track. And that's my mini mix, which is the 1 minute 30 second track from this one. So all the greatest parts from this track goes into the 1 minute 30 second track and the 3 minute track, for example. And that's it. I mean, I have from 1 hour, I make into 3 minutes, and then I make into 1 minute and 30 seconds. So you guys can now check everything out on my nice and beautiful YouTube account, and also on my SoundCloud and Spotify.
I'm greatness, baby. I mean, hasta la vista, baby.
So, I mean, this is just for you guys. I'm getting ready to play the game because I understand, guys, something about life. I understand what I'm doing. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to pump this because right now it just has to connect. I mean, come on. I understand you. I need you in my life. I'm just feeling it. I understand either way, guys. This is what I mean. I mean, this is why I have a portable speaker. Hope you enjoy. I love a state of trance. I have a nice beautiful cutoff frequency over here. I'm feeling a change. I'm feeling it in the air. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a change. I'm feeling it. I can say this one is my room. I switch off the lights. I can say just me and you for I. I can say it's just me and you for I. Ja ću da kažem vima Srbima da vi se ne krstite 3 puta u životu i nije ovo 3 prsta u životu. Ja vidim, kad se vi krstite u životu, ja vidim jedan put, ja vidim jedan put, ja vidim jedan put, ja vidim nema tu 3 puta kad se vi krstite u životu. Ja ti kažem, nikad se ne ljubi 3 puta, ja ti kažem, kafličari ne idu 2 puta ovako, jedan put, jedan put. Ja ti kažem, to je sve jedan put. Ja hoću da vi vidite to. Ja vidim ovo nije 3 prsta u životu. Ja vidim, ovo je jedan prst, ovo je jedan prst i jedan prst i jedan prst. Ja vidim sad koliko prsta ima ovdje. Ja vidim, jedan prst ima. Jedan prst ovdje. Jedan prst ovdje. I'm just calling my biological dad.
I am unavailable. Please
I
leave
see.
a message.
Ja te zovem svaki dan, ja sam pizda u pičku materinu, ja si more. I'm just really joking with everything I just said because I understand I'm trying to sing some Italian over here, but it really, I understand either way, that it's the way that it goes. Right now, when it's the way it goes, just enjoy life, and I'm just calling my biological dad.
I am unavailable. Please
I
leave
see.
a message.
Ja te zovem svaki dan, ja sam pizda u pičku materinu, ja si more. I'm just really joking with everything I just said because I understand I'm trying to sing some Italian over here, but it really, I understand either way, that it's the way that it goes. Right now, when it's the way it goes, just enjoy life, and I'm just calling my biological dad. I understand, guys, that if you call your biological family, then they're going to pick up the phone call and they're going to talk to you. I can say it's very important to do so and to just realize that every single day you must grow. You must be growing and you must be expecting yourself to pick up and never expect other people to pick up the phone.
I am available. Please.
That's why I never expect him to pick up the phone, because I understand he's never available. See you guys in the next video, but I'm very positive, regardless of him.
The movie with Martin Sheen on it.
I see.
Watch the movie The Way. It's called The Way.
I see the
With
way.
Martin Sheen, you understand, maybe.
I see the way is Jesus Christ.
It's called The Way. Watch the movie The Way. It's called Martin Sheen. Maybe you could do it one day.
I can say I have Jesus Christ already.
I think you can. No, I think you can do The Way.
I have Jesus
with
Christ
me,
already.
Together with your mum.
I don't know, because
Danny,
I realize that
I'm
there is.
talking about something else.
I see. There's a lot of time to go.
No, you haven't seen this. You would love going on this way.
I love everything.
You go by 1,000 cities by the time you get to Santiago. You see a lot of cities, you see beaches, and you're walking with a backpack, and you're walking all the way, 3,000-4,000 kilometers. You walk, and you sleep in hotels, eat, drink, and then the next day you do another 25-30 kilometers, and you sit, eat, drink, then you sleep again, you go another 25-30 kilometers. I think you'd have fun, you'd like it.
I understand, for example, that there is a lot of work for me to do, so I understand that maybe I can do it.
No, there's not a lot of work for you to do.
I can say for myself,
So
I
go
can
to your
say
doctor and get...
I can say I always love to do with you. I can do the camel way in terms of the way you walk. But what is amazing is understanding that when you can talk.
It's not the camel way, it's the Camino. It's not the camel way. It's not the camel way, it's called Camino.
I see the Camino walk.
You can do it. Of course you can do it. I know you can do it.
I have to push you to do it.
80-year-old women do it. You can do it too. No, I've done it 5 times already. I've got 5 certificates that I've done it.
I see. Do you want to get your 6th one?
I've done 380, I've done 280, I've done 790, I've done 550, I've done it.
I see, that's beautiful.
But I'd like maybe my last to do with you.
I want to congratulate you for this one.
Because you get a passport, you can't cheat. You get stamps on your way, you can't cheat. Do you understand?
I understand. I can do it with you.
Cheat
I can do it with you.
on this way. You get passports you get passports with stamps on it on each place you go.
I can do it. I said yes.
And then when you get to Spain, You've got your passport to show proof that you've walked it and not busted, not trade-wise, no nothing. You walked it, because there's a lot of places you can't get stamps where buses and trains go to. You understand? That's how they know that you've passed it and you've walked it.
I can walk it.
It'll be nice. A lot of Australians have done it. I've met a lot of Australians that have been on the way. They all come from Australia to Europe to do it. I met last year a doctor and his wife, which is a doctor. They helped a girl that sprained her ankle. Because they're doctors, they know how to put their bone back wherever it's supposed to go. You know? She sprained her ankle on somewhere on the mountain. And they were like 60 years old, and of course you can do it. And you don't have to push me. We push each other on the way. We laugh on the way. We sit and have a coffee on the way. We have lunch on the way.
I'm a vegan.
We
I'm
teach
vegan.
each other things on the way. We get well on the way, Danny. But you don't want to get well. You want to do stupid fucking... Look, you've been in Australia from Europe. How long now? 4 years? 5? What have you done?
I can say I've done a lot.
Just running from one place to the other. Why don't you just listen to your mum for once?
I listen. I agree.
No,
I agree.
you don't listen. Listen to me. Go back to Sydney. Go back to your doctor. Talk to him. See what they can do. Get your fucking injections and get your ass here. And you will get... Me and you will fight for your well-being on the way. Me and you, no one else. Me and you walk the St. James way. Me and you. Just me and you. So we'll have 1 month of walking and killing each other on the way if we have to. But we walk together. Mama and son. Yeah?
I can do it.
Why
I can
don't
do
you
it.
promise me that?
I do it now. I do it now.
And if that's the last thing I do in my life, I'd love to do the Camino with you.
I can do that. I can do it.
And we have so much time for you blaming me on things and me telling you off and you blaming me, and we can laugh like old good times. Doesn't that sound nice?
I can say it's nice to do the Camino.
Having fun with your mum?
I say yeah.
Yes. But please go back to your doctor. Please, Danny. You need help. And you're not sick. You just need a little bit of boost. That's it. No one's saying you're stupid and you're fucked up or anything. But these are the things that you have to pay for, the things that you did before. I'm paying for my grief, what I did before. I'm paying for it now. So do you. Everybody has something in their past in life. Everybody does. But you can rely on your mum. I've only got you, Danny.
I understand.
I've got nobody else.
I mean, you have Jesus Christ.
I suffer for you. I don't even know how to talk on the phone.
I can say you have Jesus Christ. Huh? I mean, you have Jesus Christ in your life.
Daddy, I have Jesus, of course, Christ in my heart. But immortality in you.
I can say it's I and you and Jesus Christ.
Well, you know?
I can say you have Antonia and you have Dita Ante and you have Bakielza.
Dita Ante is died, you know?
I can say Dita Ante is with you in spirit.
Yes, Daddy, but it doesn't help me that much.
I can say it has to help you. I can say Dida, I can remember how Dida is.
He's looking after us, but, you know, we have to stick together, the people in life. Wise.
I can say, although we could still...
Antonia has her own kids.
I can say we could still speak to Dida.
And she's got her own kids, Daddy.
She's
got her own kids, Antonia does. So don't mix that with me. Okay?
I'm talking about Dida.
She's got her own kids, she's got her own life. Yeah, well, leave Dida alone. Let him rest in peace.
I'm gonna say Dida's beautiful.
You know? Yeah, but he's not here in real life, Danny.
I'm gonna say Dida's here in
Okay.
spirit.
He's gone. Doesn't matter. I can't live with spirit, Danny. I have to live with real life. When my times goes, one day if I die, I will meet Dida again. As long, and you too, and everybody else.
I could say that I then when you understand that you are with Jesus Christ, understand I have you in spirit.
So when did you hear about your father, Danny?
I'm gonna say what?
Have you heard of your father? Have you been to your father's?
I can say I've been recently.
When?
I can say I went recently.
When?
I can say recently.
When's recently, Danny?
I mean just a month ago.
How long?
I can say 1 month ago.
That?
I can say I talked to him. I can see how he's doing.
Yeah, Danny. See, with the things that you've done, with nobody's asking, is it right or wrong? Now we have to all run after you, Danny.
I can say I'm running after you
And
guys.
you don't listen to nobody. Do you ever listen to anybody? Do you ever listen to anybody?
I can
Do
say
you ever listen to people to tell you, hey, go do something for yourself? Do you ever listen?
I'm always
or do you
listening.
listen to those voices in your head?
I'm always listening to you.
No, you're never listening. That you never listen. You only, push. You're like this. You're trying to be like this. Trying to be a better mother. What am I fucking gonna be a better mother? What? What did I do to you?
I can say that anyway. I can
Do
say
nothing to you. You had a free life. You could choose what you wanted to do. You done what you wanted to do. In your life, you did what you wanted to do. You never asked nobody for advice.
I can say I need your advice. I need your advice.
But now when your mother's telling you, do this, Daddy, for me, go and get your medication, you don't listen.
I'm listening. I'm listening to you.
No. Daddy, I still got the letter that you gave me 4 or 5 years ago when you were here. I still got that letter. I'm still holding it with me from your doctors.
I understand. I have the injection now.
No, you don't. No, you don't, Daddy.
I could say I could say, are you smoking?
Because if you did, you wouldn't talk like that.
I can say, do you smoke cigarettes?
Don't change the subject, okay?
I'm asking.
I'm talking about your injection now.
I can say the injection is over there.
You are not going to tell me what I'm going to do in my life, okay?
I never told you. I never told
You
you.
are not going to tell me what to do. I had you and not you have me.
I never told you what to do.
I'm your mother, you are not my mother, and you are not my father. Okay? Now, I'm telling you, why don't you take this injection? Once a month, you don't want to take an injection?
I can say Jesus Christ says never
really
to take
good
it.
for you.
I can say Jesus Christ says never take the medication.
I'm really trying with you, but still, you really, honestly, you don't listen. See, if I told you, go back to Sydney, go to Vellingborough and get your injection, you wouldn't do it.
I can say what's important is I understand Jesus Christ says that Danny Milivojevic.
Why don't you do it? Why?
I understand. I'm talking. I can say that Jesus Christ says for me to never do that.
But why don't you do it, Danny?
I listen to Jesus Christ.
Who said what?
I can say Jesus Christ is telling me to never
You
get the
don't know,
medication.
That's the devil telling you. Jesus Christ doesn't talk these things, Danny, and Jesus Christ doesn't talk in real life.
I can
Okay,
say,
so shut up, you know.
I can say Jesus Christ.
Don't talk bullshit.
I can say Jesus.
me.
I can say Jesus
Okay.
is always talking to me.
Yeah, really. It's those voices in your mind that's talking to you. It's not Jesus Christ.
I can say it's Jesus Christ.
It's not Jesus. It's these voices that you're running away from. They're the ones talking to you. But you don't listen. I don't know. They must be really, really loud noises because you don't talk to me about them. Yeah.
I can say when you hear voices, I mean, what exactly are you talking about in terms of voices?
You know, a lot of people hear voices telling them, and then they think it's their grandparents from 50 years ago that died, that it's Jesus or God. Jesus doesn't talk to nobody, okay?
I can say Jesus always talks to everybody.
No, that's the voices that you're hearing, and then you think that it's Jesus. But it's not. You know, we had Beeley. Remember Beeley in Warwick Farm, the old man that used to sit on the thing? He had schizophrenia. But he was taking his medication, but he would always talk about Jesus, you know. But he was taking his medication, and you could talk with this man. He was normal, you know, with his medication. But he always used to say to us that people that have schizophrenia start talking about Jesus all the time, you know. And that's true, because I see it with you too.
I can say, for example, when you understand Jesus Christ.
You do not know, Danny. But if you listen, I don't know why you don't listen to me once. Why don't you go and get your medication and get your help, and then see what the doctor says, and then he's going to let you come back here to be with me a little bit, and we go from there. If you don't like it, you can go back to Australia and live the way you wanted to live. That's it. No strings attached. Yeah. That's what you should do. You know, you've got years to live. You've got nothing to lose. If you don't like that way of life, then you can go back and not take your medication and live the way you live for always.
I understand.
Give it another shot.
I understand. I have to do that. I have to do that because you say so.
Yes, you have to. Maybe give it another shot.
I can say you are my boss.
You know, you go back to Sydney. Go to Vellingborough. Say this, that, say whatever your mother told you, you know. See what he says, yeah? See what he says. If he says, well, we'll go from 50 milligrams or even 100 or whatever for a couple of months, take it. Then by then, in 2-3 months, you'll probably get your vaccination for corona, because you're not going to be able to travel without the vaccination. And then Valleyboard will probably give you 2-3 months worth of vaccines, only 3 vaccines for 3 months. Come here, you know, I buy you a backpack with the St. James Way, and we go which way you want. We've got 20 ways on the St. James Way to go. Either we go Portugal through Spain on the coastline, or we go France. I reckon the coastline you would like, because the one from France through Papaloma, Papaloma through Spain is the mountains. It's not nice. But the one from Portugal to Spain, it's all coastline. You go city to city. You would love it. You would love it. You know?
I understand.
And
so
you need a break. You need a break, Danny. You need a break. You need a break. You are tired from all this. You need help. And who's going to help you except to our mama? And you help your mum.
I'm helping.
You tell me things that you tell me what you things that you've learned in your life. You tell me, you teach me. I teach you what I've learned in life, and we help each other.
I understand.
It's not like, I'm the smartest person on this earth, or nor are you. But together, we're strong. Because you've got your knowledge, I've got my knowledge, and we share it on the way. We'll probably get into fights on the way for sure. And I'll probably be walking 100 meters before you. And then you catch up on me and start laughing. You know, the laughing that we do.
I see it.
I reckon we'd have fun. We really would have fun. You know?
I see there's more fun to go.
But why don't you really listen to your mum?
I'm listening
Do
to.
something. Well, you promise you go back to Sydney and try to talk to Velibor?
I promise everything.
Come on, Danny, you can do that.
I do everything.
No, Danny, not like this. Not the way you do everything. I want you to go back to Sydney.
I said already.
Danny, you just said that you're in Brisbane.
I say I'm in Brisbane. I'm doing what you're saying.
How are you doing it? You're not going. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, Danny.
I understand, although, but there's time now. I have to sleep. I have to do other stuff, but there's time.
Can you do that? Go back to Sydney and get your injection?
I can always do it.
Come on, Danny, you can do it. Huh?
I can do it.
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's once a month injection. Wow. You know how many people are getting injections every day? People are drinking medications, 20 tablets a day. And you just one medication a month? Come on. You can do that. That's nothing. Nothing.
I understand
Come
you.
on, that injection will change your life forever. Forever. Do you understand? You watch, you look, Mum doesn't lie. I don't lie. I'm not known nowhere as a liar. You're gonna have to trust me on this one.
I can trust you.
Trust me. Whatever, if I lied, you forget about my name in your life. I'd say, okay, I lied, that's it. You never have to talk to me, ever again.
I talk to you always.
But I don't lie. But I know that it would help you. I know it would help you. It would change your life. You can even come to Europe when you get your coronavirus vaccine, because they're not going to let anyone without a coronavirus vaccine to get out of the country.
I can say that one's coming up. I can say,
You're not
yeah.
going to be able to say you don't want the corona vaccine. There's no way you're not going to be able to get that one. You have to get it.
I can say there's a lot coming up.
Because you won't be able to travel from state to state in Australia if you don't have that vaccine. So you're going to have it. See, how are you going to have that one? You're going to have to have it, like everybody else, every 6 months.
I see there's always a way that you can do something to help people. I can say when you help people, I say you just go and realize something.
And Mum can help you, but if you listen,
I listen
Believe
always.
me, if you listen, you will never be sorry again.
I'm never sorry again.
You will be so happy, Danny.
I'm so
Believe
happy.
me, if you listen to your mum.
I listen to you.
Will you go back to Sydney and get that injection? Do you promise?
I promise.
Huh?
I promise.
Really?
I promise.
When will you go?
I have to go now.
Back to Sydney. Okay, you can take your time, but you go, huh?
I have to go now.
You can't go now. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, Danny.
I understand. I get the ticket. I'll go now.
No, not now, Danny. Now you have... Danny, are you there?
I'll go now.
Danny, you can't go nowhere now. Please listen to me. Nemoj da budeš budala,
I'm never budala.
okay? Listen to me now. Take a few days when you need... When you find out your ticket to go back to Sydney, if you are really in Brisbane, make an appointment. Najbolje to go to that Velibor because he knows your circumstances. Because if you go to a new doctor, it takes ages telling him he doesn't know your life, from before. Go to Velibor. If you have to, ring me from him on your WhatsApp. Okay?
I get it.
I will support you, Danny. Yes, you can ring me. I'll talk to him.
I can do that.
Just go.
I can do that. I can do that.
You promise?
I promise.
And you call me when you're over there?
I promise.
Do you promise, really?
I promise.
I got you on this one. I believe you, yeah?
I have no worries. I promise.
And you take your injection? Whatever Velibor says, Mum will support you all the way, okay?
I have no worries. I have no
You
worries.
can call Mum every day.
I can do that.
Every day. The only reason I'm not talking to you is I'm hurting.
I can say
But
when,
I'm saying, I don't know why the internet is going slow. Sometimes I hear you, sometimes I don't. That's why.
I can say it's the internet. I can say it's the internet.
Yeah. You know why? Maybe because it's Easter and people are calling each other, and maybe the internet's slower because of that, huh?
I can say it's raining. I can say it's raining in Brisbane.
Kaki ja kad napravim burek, but I make it with thin, the tiesto is nice and soft, not like baka, my God. Fucking lose your teeth with that burek. Oh my God.
I can see this. I can see.
I tried to move the fridge and this top that I had on the fridge.
I can see Compik. I can see the Compik. I can see the leg with the fish. I can see it. I can see where Barker fell. I can see where she fell on the couch. I can see she says, Antonia. I can see she starts to whine and complain about Annabella. I can see Annabella pushes her.
Annabella's a big girl now.
I can see Annabella pushes her on the couch. And she says, Antonia.
You know, when Annabella does something wrong and she gets caught, she just starts screaming and says, Daniela did it, Daniela did it.
I can say Daniela.
Daniela uradila, nisam ja.
I can see Daniela saying, Tata.
Daniela's very big now, Danny, 20. She's got a bombak.
I can say good for her.
Yeah. Annabella's almost 16. That's why Mum's trying to tell you, you know, go get your injection. Let's prove everybody wrong, you know. Don't just team Mummy Sawyer and we battle our sicknesses together. I think we'll do two. Together we'll be the strongest, yeah?
I have to do that with you straight away.
You have to go to the valley borders and get that injection. Okay? That's the first thing, Daddy, you have to do. That's your first thing to get well again.
I can see the well part.
You have to take that for the rest of your life. You know, you have to understand that. You have to take it, but once a month.
I can see for the rest.
People take headache tablets. Look, people take headache tablets every day. You know, people take every day. People take migraine tablets, tablets for their kidneys, tablets for their fucking heart, tablets for this. People take these every day. And you can't take one injection a month. Come on, stop being a sook, Daddy. You can do that.
I could do more than that. I can do more than that.
Yeah, but you don't need to do more than that. First, your health. So one injection a month. The rest we do together. Okay? But the first step is that injection. Without that injection, you can't go forward. No. And you know what? You want me to tell you something?
I can see it.
Jesus and God put us now together because they know that we need each other, me and you. That's what the Spirit of God did to us.
I can see that.
It was meant to be for me. It was meant for me to call you and for us to get connected. Okay? So that was God. Okay? But God will not come on earth and take us on the Camino. And God will not come on earth and get Danny an injection. These are things that we have to do by ourselves. But God will be in spirit there to, when we have tough times, which we will have for sure, but God will be there to give us strength. So for me and you to be strong when the going gets tough. Do you understand?
I can see that.
That's where God comes in. He gives us the strength spiritually. But God cannot get me out of the house if I don't get my ass off the chair. Do you understand?
I get what you're saying.
God cannot help Danny go forward and grow in life if he doesn't get his injection. That's the way you have to think, Cena. Yeah? We help each other. You help me. I help you. We stick together. Like Danny DeVito. No, I don't want to be Danny DeVito. You be Danny DeVito. He was skinny and fat. I don't want to be skinny and fat. You know, he was Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger in that movie.
I could say it's a kindergarten cop, or it's the twins.
Yeah, it was Danny DeVito and who else?
I would say it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I'll be Arnold Schwarzenegger. You imagine me, Danny DeVito? Look, did you see how small and fat he was? That's so funny. That film.
I'm Danny DeVito.
You'll be Danny DeVito.
I'm Danny DeVito. I love to be like that. I love to be like this.
Yeah. But I know you can do really well, Daddy. And Mama's very proud of you. I'm proud of you because you didn't go back on drugs. I hope you didn't. No?
I'm standing away from drugs.
Yeah. I'm proud of you of that, and I'm proud that you haven't done anything on the street or hurt on somebody. You know how criminals do that. Very proud of you there.
Oh, thank you.
You know? Yeah. You know, I think it's high time you get off that ass and stop it with this stuff anymore. Just stop. It's time for us to go forward. You know, you're 29 in May, Danny. Sadje vreme, it's high time you get off your ass. Nema više, you've grown enough. No one grows after 29. You know enough in your head. Growing is finished. Now it's time to move forward. Okay? I gave you your time. What you did, you did. Now I'm going to push you. You're going to go and get your medication, and that's a sign that Mum cares. You know?
I understand.
They just want to help you. Yeah. And you promised me, and I take that promise in my heart, you know? So if you're going to do that, I'm going to talk to you in a few days, see what your plans are. Or you can talk to Mum tomorrow, whatever. Whenever you want, you can call me.
I'll call you.
You
I
know,
can
but
call
not
you.
to talk me about growing music, that doesn't interest me, Danny. You can do that in your spare time and that, but it's time to get off your ass and do something for yourself. Time to start moving forward, that one day you can come here and then we can walk the Camino together, and then in Europe you can find out what you like to do in your life. And I think with the help of the vaccine from your injection, you will start thinking differently. I'm sure. I know, 100% I know. But we have to talk to Dr. Vellimore, what he says.
I have no worries about that one.
I know it's hard for you to go back over there for what you did, you know. You took all your papers and that, and all those papers are in the rubbish, but I'm sure that he knows everything about you. He's got background on you.
I get it.
Yeah? Will you do that?
I can do it for you.
And it's not, Danny, I'm not saying that to be smart. You know, I really am not. I don't talk to nobody about these problems of you and what me and you have together. To nobody, so you don't have to be embarrassed. No one ever has to know.
I have no worries. I have no
Okay?
worries.
It's in between me and you. Okay? All this. So, trust me on it.
I trust you totally.
Are you going to sleep at all? Look at the time over there.
I have to go sleep very soon.
Yeah, well, go to sleep. You can call me tomorrow, make plans, go back to Sydney, go to Dr. Vellimore and tell me what's going on so that I know, yeah?
I have no worries. I have no worries.
But
I can
I'm
call you.
waiting for that call from Dr. Vellimore.
I make
I will
sure.
be waiting. Don't you call me tomorrow and say I'm not going.
I make sure.
Okay, promise?
I promise.
Okay. Voliš mamu?
Ja te volim.
Ja tebe volim. Okay,
Ja
you
te
got
volim.
mum.
I have you.
Okay? I love you too.
I love you.
Thanks,
I
bye.
love you.
Bye.
I say goodbye. I can say my biological mother has completely lost it, guys. I can say that she needs some help with her mindset, and she speaks very negatively, but in some negative, in terms of some positive remarks she does say, but she's also negative. And she wants me to do the medications, but medications never help me. And you must understand that I'm somebody who has overcome schizophrenia already, and there's no need for me to do medications. But she wants me to do medications and to get back into schizophrenia once I've already overcame it. I already did overcome schizophrenia. So what I do now is I'll just move on. So I may have been promising her to go back on the message. I mean, I understand I've been promising her to go on the medications, but I'm never going on medications because I'm just looking to just understand her, and that's it.
This, that, but normal, not with oil and all this shit. It's not the injection. You got off the injection because your father kept on blah, 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 blah. And plus you were eating unhealthy. Yeah, that's why you got fat, not from the injection. But you would, maybe when you get the injection, maybe you feel a bit, like different. Because you haven't taken it for such a while. It's been years. But you have to trust me on this one.
I understand, but the thing is that
If you trust me, you will take it. If you trust me, you'll go back to Sydney and talk to Velibor, and you will ring Mum from his place where you go. I'll talk to him.
I
Don't be
understand.
scared. Yeah.
I'm never scared. I'm never afraid.
Be a man. You know, be awesome on yourself. You know, even though you haven't taken injection, you haven't made any problems anywhere. You know, and that's a big thing. You know, I'm proud of you for that. That you haven't made a mess somewhere and got in trouble by the law. So I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay? E žao mi je te, because I know that you can do better in your life. But you just need some support. Okay? And that's Mum and the injection. You have these two things, you'll be stronger than anybody. Believe me.
I understand. I believe totally in you.
Ti ćeš biti najjači. You'll be a strong person. Whatever you want, you will achieve. I believe in you.
Thank you.
I know you can do it. You just need that boost, yet you need that support. You need the boost of an injection once fucking every month.
I already have
That's
support
it.
from Jesus Christ already.
No, please leave Jesus as a spirit. But as mortal, it's me and you here. Okay? You need the injection, Danny. And you need me as support. Jesus will carry in our heart on the Camino. Of course, Jesus is with us in spirit. But he's not here to support us on earth.
I can say
We
Jesus.
need each other on earth.
I can
Okay?
say
It doesn't work like that.
I can say Jesus' Bible is here.
I know, Danny. But you know what? You just promised me 2-3 times that you're going to go and get your injection.
I said already.
And I believe you that you're going to do that. I hope that you don't disappoint me.
I can say I never want you to disappoint yourself.
Not myself. I don't want you to disappoint me.
I never disappoint you.
I'm not going to be disappoint me. I don't want you to disappoint me. Because I believe in you so much that I believe that you're going to go and do what you said.
I mean, there's always more to do.
So you're going to go back to Sydney and you're going to go and get that injection.
I have to.
Ustvari, you're going to call me from the doctor's kod Velibora.
I have
See
to.
what he says.
I have to.
And I miss you, you idiot.
I understand. I love you too.
But you're so cold, Danny. You talk like a robot. You're not talking like a person like before.
I can say this time.
Da se smijemo, pa da se, zajebavamo, pa da ti, if I have to fucking buy you cigarettes fucking every day, come back to earth, hey. Who cares if you fucking cigarettes fucking pushiš? Ne truješ se sa drogom no more, Danny. That's the way of life, fucking hell, for some people. Who cares? Mama zna da ti nemaš puno novaca. I know that. The reason Mama ne tebi ne šalje is so that you don't run off anymore. I don't want you to run off no more. Everything that Mum has is for you anyway. Who's going to get that? You. I don't have any other children except you. Everything's going to go to you. I've already made my testament. And the only person in my testament is you. Yeah? man. I want you to know that Mum loves you a lot.
I love you.
know,
I love
it was
you.
my birthday yesterday.
I mean,
I'm
what?
49.
I can see.
Hello.
I can see 49, huh?
Fuck, getting old, huh?
I can say no. I can say you're 49 years young.
Yeah. But I am 72 kilos.
I can say
It's
you're.
not fat.
I can say you're very healthy.
Yeah, well, since I can fucking walk for 300 kilometers in 10 days, I'm healthier.
I can say that's great.
It's not crazy. I think you can do exactly the same with me.
I can say it's great. I said it's great.
Thank you.
I can say congratulations.
I try my best. I huff and puff sometimes when I go over the mountain, but I'm okay when I'm going down the mountain.
I can say up the mountain's even better.
I don't like it. I even whinge now when I go up the mountain. I hate going up the mountain.
I can say Jesus loves going up the
I
mountain.
think I got coronavirus last year too. There was this Asian sleeping in the hostel because I didn't have money to pay for hotels every day. So I slept in a hostel. €8 a day. On my way. Fucking hell, there was an Asian, Chinese. She slept right next to me. And then I got really, really sick. I fainted 3 days later in the hotel. And then I had to get infusion for 2 days and I didn't move from the hotel, but I didn't go and get tested. And then I walked up the mountain and this guy, he was a jogger. And he took my backpack and helped me because the backpack had, my clothes in it and all that. And he carried my backpack for 10 kilometers and he gave it back to me and jogged back from where he came from. And then 2 guys from Africa were walking the Camino. And I said, I can't walk anymore. You guys, you are young. You can go, I can't. I'm sick. They didn't want to leave me alone. And they walked slowly with me because they saw that I had a really bad temperature, And then when I got to where I was going to sleep, they said goodbye. And then I met a German girl. We walked the 3 kilometers to the church, like to Santiago in Spain together. So, I look at like God didn't let me be by myself and Jesus because I was so sick. There are always people helping me on the way. And that's a really good thing about the Camino. People help you on the way. That's why a lot of Australians come. They say, my God, it's so nice. It's like you know these people for years, how many people help you on the way. I know that you would love this.
I could say there's more coming.
You would love the Camino. You would love it. You would say, hey, Mum, let's go back and go another way. Let's go to the Camino on another way. Let's go Fran's way. You would love it. And me and you, that would be a lot of good times for us to talk. Imagine me and you, 10, 15 days every day, 25, 30 kilometers. We wake up 6, 7 in the morning. And then, like every 5 kilometers, we have a rest for 20 minutes somewhere. You can imagine how much me and you would talk all day, every day on that way.
I understand, but
we
when?
Would talk about everything.
When do you want me to come?
At the moment, you can't come because all the buildings are closed. Even now here, that we're in lockdown here.
I could say there's a lockdown here too.
The last 5-6 months, we've been in lockdown. It's getting really bad down here. That's why I said you have a lot of time to get yourself back on your feet. Like, for example, go back to Sydney, go to Doula's. Don't fucking listen to him if he hurts you. Just, ignore him. Go to Valley Board, talk to him. Just say, look, me and my mum talked. I think I should maybe go back on the injection, blah, blah, blah. You can call me if you don't know what to say to him. You can call me. I'll talk to him. Get yourself back on the injection and wait when you have to get your injection in Australia for coronavirus because you're not going to be able to come without that vaccination. You know that? You can't travel to Europe. There are no planes from Australia at the moment for Europe because of coronavirus. But in about 3-4 months, the borders will be open for Europe because by then, all of you are going to be vaccinated in Australia. So when you're vaccinated in Australia, you're allowed to come to Europe. I can't get vaccinated. Germany's fucked. You know that Pfizer, the biotech, you know where it's invented? In Mainz. You know Mainz, right next to me, yeah? You were there.
I see. And what is
Remember?
that?
That's where it's made, the Pfizer one. Biotech. And we've got the less vaccines. Only 5% of Germany is vaccinated. It's horrible. You know, that's why I said, zato mama kaže, ideš na primjer kući, tamo kod uleta budeš pametan, znaš. Nemoj da se svađaš sa njim. You like, you know, blah, 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 sve kontra, you know. Bored or anything, fucking hell or whatever, just go over there, dadneš mu za shopping or whatever, stay there, go to Velibor, don't fight with Dollar, he's not worth fighting with, you know? Go in your room or whatever, have your life, you know? Go to Velibor, get your vaccination, you'll see what he says, I'll talk to him, and see your injection once a month. He'll probably put you maybe on 75 milligrams. I don't know. What were you on last time? 50, yeah?
I was on 1,000 milligrams of Ciracle.
You were not. You were on 150. You came to Europe with 50 milligrams.
I understand, but I was first on Ciracle 1,000 and then I went on Paliperidone.
Mate, they're not going to put you on that now. They're going to put you on the one that you brought to Germany. Okay, just I don't know whether it'll be the 50 or the 75. On your doctor, he knows these things. I'm not a doctor. And you know how the injection is, Danny. It's not like you haven't had it before. We'll be in it a day or two and you go back to your life, you know. But as soon as you're going to get down to the 50, you can remember I said to you last time, Danny, this is super. You're on 50. You're going to get on 25. And you're going to be like that on the rest of your life on 25. My God, you can function, have kids, have a wife, everything. I got 2 friends that got sons that got schizophrenia. They got a fucking family, 4 kids running around the house. Eh? You can never tell that these people have schizophrenia. And they didn't even take drugs. They didn't even take drugs. They just got it. You know, but they function, they got a life, they got children, they're married. But they have their medication and they don't brag about it. They take whatever they take and that's it. That's why I don't understand you. Why didn't you take it anymore? You know, I've got a group that I'm on Facebook. It's called Schizophrenia. You should see some of them are fucking finishing university. And they got schizophrenia, they're finishing university, and they still say to each other, oh, I had a bad day today. Some people say, oh, do you hear voices? That's how I know about these things. Because I'm in this group because of you. It's on Facebook. You know how helpful they are? There's this girl, she's so beautiful, she's got schizophrenia. She's so smart. It's not funny. You should see the paintings that she paints and that. And now, like, she wants to come to Paris, but she can't because of the coronavirus. She wants to sell her paintings in Paris. I swear she's going to be a millionaire with these paintings. Beautiful paintings. And she's schizophrenic. You know? It's nothing to be ashamed of. It happened, and that's it. But you need support from somebody that loves you. And Mum loves you. It doesn't matter that you have these Doesn't matter what you did in your life. I did things that are shit in life, but as time goes and as you get older, you get wiser. You're wiser, you know? You know what you've done wrong. But do we always have to go back when you've done all this stuff? We don't. We forget it and we go forward. What was done, what has been done is finished now. We can't go back. We can't live in the past. We have to live for the future. Razumiš ti, mam?
Ja razumem tebe.
Huh?
I understand you.
You don't understand?
I comprehend it.
Comprehend koliko hoćeš, but it's true. I said we don't have to dwell on the past. Ko je šta radio. We can concentrate on the future. You know? That's what's important. The past, what you did, drugs or this and that, and because of who and why and that, to ne može Bog da ispravi najbolje. And we can't dwell on the past. You know? That's losing time. We have to look and go forward in life.
The
only person that can help you go forward is your mum. No one else then. Samo mama te može pomoći. Financially, or go like tamo where the problem kids are with drug problems and all that. You'd really be a good psychologist. And for psychology, you don't have to go to university. Because only psychiatry, they have to go for university because they need to prescribe medication. But for a psychologist, you don't need to go to university. And I don't know what you need for a social worker, but you would do wonders in Australia with those kids that went past what you went past. You know? Like telling them and getting them off the street, you know? Getting them help. You would do, I don't know, why you didn't go that way. Because
I understand.
I think people like yourself that have overcome drugs and all this, they are the best social workers for kids that are doing drugs today because they have been there, you know, like yourself, and you know how to help these people instead of the fucking social workers that had a normal life, never had drug problems, had a normal family, and they're going to give someone their advice to somebody. Which fucking advice are you going to give to somebody when you didn't go through it? Do you understand?
I can see what you mean.
You would give great advice to children that are taking drugs today because you've gone through this thing and you know that it's not right. Yeah?
I can see it.
Sorry?
I can see what you mean.
You would do great as a social worker. You know? Even not, like, who's going to go through school? But you know what you do? You can go to Crveni Križ, like Red Cross and all that, where they got all these kids, you know, on the streets and that, and go help children out. 80, 90-year-olds that are on drugs and that are coping with methadone, you know, that are put on methadone to get off drugs and all that. You can help these children overcome these things.
You
don't even have to do a course. And children, like teenagers, need people like yourself to help them. You know? They need someone to tell them, to prove to them that life is okay even after drugs. And you will do wonders with this job, but you need to take your injection to think straight. Do you understand?
I see what you mean.
Because without your injection, you'll start hallucinating, thinking this, that, and that. That is your problem. That's the only thing that you have. And that's nothing. Once the month injection, you should see when you were here, you were excellent. My God, when your dad in Serbia goes, Daddy fell asleep with the fucking usisivač in the bed with him.
That's good.
They're things that I remember. They were funny, you know, like, you were trying to help you, and I was proud because you didn't want to go out, but you wanted to be with your dad, and you were cooking for him. Remember chavap and all this stuff?
I remember.
And this was all with you having an injection. There's nothing wrong with you. You done so well. What, you took one injection in Marcus, and then you took, Adelia gave you the other one a month later. Wow. What a big fuss because of one injection a month. And you said, I got fat. No, you didn't get fat from that. You got fat from hamburgers and all that stuff, Danny. And not going anywhere, sitting in the house. Everybody gets fat. We all put on 5-6 kilos now because of coronavirus. We're all sitting, eating. What are we going to do, fucking hell? It's not from the injection. Yeah? But I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I was even thinking one day maybe opening a hostel on the Camino Road and welcoming backpackers that want to sleep for the night. You know?
I see what you mean.
Huh?
I can see what you mean.
You know, on the Camino way, people coming like for one night, like walking 30 kilometers and then sleeping in your hostel, having a drink with them, laughing, that, and then the next ones come tomorrow, you know. There's 2 Australians that have it on the Friends way, 2 girls. They came and they opened up a hostel on the Camino. They don't want to go back to Australia, never, they said. And there's a family that in Santiago, they opened a restaurant from Australia. They also don't want to go back to Australia.
I can see they're improving their legacy.
They said that Australia changed a lot to the worse.
I can see they're going to have a Nikola Tesla legacy.
Well, they don't want to go to Australia because they said Australia is different now. It's not like it was before, you know. Everything's much more expensive. The law has changed, blah, 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 and all this shit. I think it's high time you get your ass over here too, then.
I see it's about time. I see it's about time
You got your Australian passport, you don't need anything. You know? You got your mum here, Totia Dos, what you have. You know? You should go back wherever you are, go to the Malay Valley Board, talk to him nicely as you kulturno, with no blood, you know. Then get your injections, month, 2, 3, wait for your turn for the coronavirus vaccine. I think it'll be in 3 months, 3 to 4 months. I think Australia will vaccinate the whole country. And then with your vaccination, you come to Germany, and that's it. And we'll take it from there.
I have no worries, but the thing is that I have to grow. I have to do some stuff around here.
You've grown enough there, Danny. Okay? You have nothing to do over there anymore, Sinner. Okay? You don't need to worry about nothing, about growing. You'll grow in Germany. Just listen to what Mum says.
I'm listening to you.
Trust me on this one. You have to trust me.
I trust you totally.
Yeah, but stop talking about growing and all this. You've been growing 4 years. You know, you've been talking. That is the problem with your schizophrenia. Okay, that is the way. That is the reason you're taking once a month injection. Because you're doing the same thing over and over years now, Danny, but you're not going forward. You have to trust Mum. If you have never trusted anyone in your life, you got to trust me now. Okay? If Mum's wrong later, you say, Mum, you're wrong. I'm not going to trust you no more. That's it. But that's after your injections. Okay? When you take your injections, if I'm wrong, then After 2-3 injections, if Mum's wrong, you say, Mum, you've been wrong, I'm not listening to, and you go grow.
I go right away.
But I know after your injection that you will not talk to me like that. I am 100% sure, because why I'm sure is that you wouldn't be on that injection if it was any other way. I know that, but that's why I've been trying. You know, every time we get into an argument, me and you, all because of these injections. All because of these injections. And I know that you would think differently after the injection. You would think differently. Just one a month, Danny. That's it. And let's see after the second injection, will you gonna run around the whole fucking Sydney or Melbourne or whatever I see? What happens? Ja sam barem zaslužila 2 months of your life. You know? I think I've deserved 2 months of your life that you dedicated to me.
I can say 2 months is a long time.
Because Mum knows that a lot of times when you hurt me, that you think that you didn't hurt me. I know that this is not from your heart. I know, because you're not on your injection, you're not functioning properly. That's why I've never ever said, oh, you said this, that to me, blah, 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 blah. But it hurts sometimes. You know, some things that you said, that's why when you come to Europe, I've saved all your messages. And I'm going to show you what you wrote to me, but when you're on your injections. And I know that when you're on your injections, you are going to turn around and hug me and say, I'm sorry, Mum. I know you're going to do that because it's not you talking. I know. It's the mixed messages. And I know, Danny, I wish I could take this sickness out of that head of yours to me. I wish I could be the one taking these injections instead of you. I wish. But it just doesn't work like that. Okay? But stop for once a month. I told you, I've got people here that take medicaments every day, 10, 15, 20 tablets. No. Please, they get on with their life. But you complain about one injection a month. That's where I don't understand you. I'm sorry, but I don't understand you. For once a month, wow. You know, that's no reason to fuck up your life. You know, your generation's all getting married now, having their children, going overseas, traveling, having fun in their life. You're growing. You've grown enough. You need your mum, you need help. And I'm here for you. And never think that your mum abandoned you, because I never did. Yeah, I just can't get through to you. And I don't know how to talk to you no more. But if you promise me that you're going to get your injection, I'll believe you when Velibor rings me from his ordinancia. See? And then you come to Europe. You wait for your turn. You go to Sydney. See when your turn will be for the medication, for this fucking vaccination. And as soon as the planes start from Sydney to Europe, you hop on one and Mum's waiting for you here.
I mean...
That sounds good, doesn't it?
I can say it sounds great.
Look at Susanna. She fucking from Belgrade. I don't know if you know Susanna. Fucking came 2 years ago. She's stuck in Australia. She got a ticket last year. They didn't let her go to Europe. She's crying. She's stuck in Sydney. She can't get on a plane. Yeah, she came to Zaradi Kui dinner, you know, from Belgrade in Australia, because she's got an Australian passport. And now, since Corona, she can't get out of the country. So, she's also waiting for the vaccination. As soon as Australia vaccinates 70% of their population, they'll let the airplane start going for Europe. Yeah. And I know that you would love to come to Europe, wouldn't you?
I've seen Europe already. I still come then. I still come anyway.
No, you haven't seen the whole of Europe. Sorry. Europe is very big, Danny. What did you see? A little bit of Germany, a little bit of Croatia, Belgrade. That's not Europe.
I can say that's a big of
Europe
Europe.
is Portugal. Europe is Spain. Europe is Italy. You know, Europe is England. Europe is... You haven't seen these countries.
I see there's plenty of time.
Ti dođeš kod mame and we make plans together.
I
Yeah?
have no worries.
You would love it here. Come on. From the bottom of your heart, you would love to come, yeah?
I can do it.
What can you do?
I love it all. I love to come.
Of course you would see that. I know you'd like to come see.
I can do it.
And Mama bi volila da dođeš too. Okay? Never think that. I know that you think that your mum abandoned you and you got nobody. You have me. Fuck everybody else. You have Mama. Okay? Mama će tebi da pomogne. You trust me on that one?
I trust you 100%.
You have to trust me, Danny. Because I am your last choice. You have to trust your mum. Where did you see a mum to not want to help their children? Come on.
I can understand that you do help.
But you can never ever say, I know. You can never know because you're not a father to nobody. So you don't understand. Unless you have your own children, and maybe one day you do have your own children. And then you will see what that mother or father... You don't have to... don't just mix your father with this.
I already have a child.
He's just a different case.
I have a child.
He's a different case. Huh?
I already have children.
No, Danny, you don't have single children.
I can say I am my own child, and Jesus Christ and God is my children.
Okay, Danny. You cannot be their... They cannot be your children. You are their children.
I can say Jesus Christ and God is my
child.
children.
Jesus' children, God's children, but God cannot be your child. Okay? It doesn't work like that.
I can say Deejay and Barker.
We are God's children. Do you understand? We are God's children.
I can say everybody in this world is my children. I can say God is my children too.
So when do you think you're going to go to Valley, Boris?
I can say straight away. I have to go straight away.
You can't go straight away, Daddy. Vidiš koliko je sati.
I say there's plenty of time. I have to get ready. I have to go.
Why are you talking so straight? You don't even laugh. You know nothing.
I can say when I laugh, I understand every single day. I do laugh. I just make sure I'm just doing I'm just realizing much more. I'm realizing how to talk with you.
You have to realize how you're going to talk to me.
I have to talk to you better.
No, you don't have to. You talk to me naturally, Danny. Normal. What you think you say, not like a robot.
I can say what's amazing is understanding that when you're talking to anybody in life, you just want to make sure that you're growing.
Toy growing. I'm fed up with your growing. You're gonna go and get. What are you doing now?
I'm just listening to you.
It's just such.
I can say what you say. I can say what you say. I can say where you go. I can say what did you say? I can say. I can say.
I'm nodding my head like when I'm talking to you.
I could say, how did you do that?
What in my
I
head?
could say sakifoto.
Oh.
I could say yo. I could say you always do that.
But no, you're talking and I'm thinking, what's going to come out of your fucking head? So I'm nodding.
I could say it's always you. I could say.
Gosh, it's such a way. I'm with you since you came back from your...
I'm here.
I don't know. You don't want to take medication. Your father says that I'm the one that told you to get off medication and all that shit.
I understand that. I understand he blames you.
Yes, he does. He told Antonia that.
I see.
That I'm the one that told you to take off your medication.
I see.
I don't know why you're not taking it. Once a month injection, I have no idea, Danny.
I went to La La Land. I went to La La Land and I said to the doctor, I'm going to La La Land over there. And I said that I have to get off the medication because I have to go to La La Land.
Yeah. No doctor will take you off medication, Danny. But because you're stubborn, you don't understand when someone thinks they're good for you. You understand?
I understand when I go to La La Land. I say to the doctor, I love you.
No, you don't understand. If you understood, it would be different.
I understand.
Instead of going and blaming everybody else for your sook over there for your life, you're blaming me all the time.
I never blame you.
Yes, you did.
I never try to blame
Why
you.
don't you just go and have a look at your life, like what you did with your life? When you came back from here, you were okay. You went to work, everything was fine. Yeah. You get into an argument with your father, everything fucks up, Yeah.
I never fuck up.
Yes, you did. You threw everything you shitted up over there in his apartment, went and slept in the car, took your stuff off from the doctors and everything. You did what you did, And then from this time, you never took your medication no more.
I see. I understand. I
And
understand.
you shouldn't have done that.
I can say to the doctor, I
You
said,
shouldn't have done that. Do you understand? You should have taken it once a month.
I can say to the doctor something.
You can't be smarter than a person that went to school in university. You can't be smarter than them. Yeah.
I understand, Mum.
I don't know why. You say that I'm not your mother and this. What am I supposed to do, Danny? I try to tell you what to do. You don't want to listen to me.
I can say there's no problem with me.
Yeah. You have a big one. You just don't see it because you're not taking your medication. That's why you don't see it.
I can say the medication is wearing off.
No, it's not. It's not. Believe me. I don't know why 1 month medication will harm you. Just once a month. My God.
I can see once a month is a lifetime.
Yeah. And just running from one place to the other, you're not stable. Do you understand? You're not stable.
I can see the horses are in the stable today.
Why run from one place to another place? You're not stable. You don't stay in one spot. You're always running around like you're running from something.
I'm like the horse at the race.
What?
I'm like the horse that wins the race.
But I know you're not over there where you're saying you are, but it doesn't matter.
I could say Australia.
I know you're in Australia. You're not going to be in Hong Kong for sure.
I could say I have to see Jackie Chan in Hong Kong.
Yeah. So what do you do in your life now these days?
I could say I stay off the drugs and I talk to my mother in a nice way. I also go
Well,
around
you've done that for a long time now, but you can still take your medication.
I could say that what's funny is understanding that when I went to the doctor, I mean, he was singing me some Tupac songs.
And when's the last time you went?
I love Tupac because I understand when I went to the doctor, I understand he
I said, when's the last time when you saw your doctor?
I can say the doctor's always coming around.
Where?
I can say he's always coming to my house.
Where?
I can say in Brisbane.
Who's your doctor?
I can say Dr. Veliko Todorovic.
Not in Brisbane, he's in Sydney.
I can say he comes down to Brisbane to give me injection.
Yeah, right. Don't lie, Danny.
I'm honest.
Why you starting to lie too now?
I never lie.
What's wrong with you?
I never lie for anything.
You do, Danny. You never lied before, but now you are.
I'm never lying.
You're lying a lot now. Yes, you are. Then you're not in Brisbane then.
I'm in Brisbane. I mean, go check my profile.
You can put pictures from before, Danny, how much you want. Yeah?
I have many photos.
Yeah.
I have over 16,000 Bugatti.
The pictures from before. Yeah. What are you hiding for? Who are you running away from?
I'm running away from those seagulls over there in Cronulla.
Who are you running away from? What?
I'm running away from the seagulls over there.
Can't you talk normal like Danny from like before? What's wrong with you?
I'm always normal.
You know, if you took your medication once a month, everything nice, you know, you can even come here, you can travel Europe, you know.
I go everywhere already.
What's wrong with you? Wake up, my God. I know you've got a sickness. I know that. Everybody knows that. We all know that.
I know only.
But you just don't listen. You're going against the odds. Do you understand? You're going against the odds.
I can see
Why
the odds.
do you think that people, when they think good about you, you always think that they're the enemies? Why do you think like that?
I can see the enemy.
Why do you think that I'm your enemy? Because I'm thinking you're good.
I can say no. I can say that you are never my enemy.
Of course I am. Because if you listen to me, you wouldn't be in this state now.
I can say what the difference is understanding the
Your
mindset.
mind is deteriorating. You're doing what you want. You got no life. Taking 1,000 pictures a day, what a life.
I understand when I take 1,000 pictures, I never.
No one does that. What you do. No one does that.
I never take 1,000 pictures.
Only you do that.
I make sure.
Yes, you do. You blocked my WhatsApp because of that. You sent me 1,000 pictures at once. Oh, but everything was full. I had to start deleting.
I understand, although
It's all in the spare of a moment you do things.
I can see the amazing thing is to invest in photos.
You need help, you know. You really, really need help. But you won't listen. You always think the people that are saying that you need help, you think that they're your enemies.
I can see it's amazing
That's
though.
why. And I don't know how to help you. I really don't know how to help you. I really, really don't know how to help you. I really don't. Yeah. If you only just listen to me and go and get an injection, go back to that doctor and ask.
I can say when you ask for me,
Do something for me. Do something for me. Listen for once. Listen for once. Why do you always have to be the way you want it to be? Listen for once.
I understand when
I told you to get on a group that is that.
I can say, for example, when you say listen for once, I understand, I can see what you're saying.
I don't want to talk like this strange language that you talk, Danny. Just go to the doctor. Just go. You need help.
I
You
can
need
s-
help.
I can say doctor
You
is already,
really need help.
I can say doctor coming now.
Yeah. 3 o'clock in the morning.
I can say doctor is always coming.
You know where you're going to end? In a psychiatric ward. You will. One day you will.
I can
You're
say-
deteriorated, Danny.
I can say what's
You're
it.
deteriorating. You are. You're deteriorated. But you don't listen. Instead of going and getting your injection and being normal, then you can come to Europe. Then you can travel Europe. You can do so many things with your life.
I can see in Europe I have a lot
You
of.
know, you just don't care. You do not care about the people that care about you. You don't care. You only care what you want to care about. You don't care about anybody else except what you care about. Do you understand?
I understand that what's important is
That's
understanding
all
that.
you care about, is what you care about. You don't care about other people's feelings. It's all about you. Everybody's are making music and reading whatever you're doing.
I can see the music.
To when? When? When are you going to finish with all this bullshit of yours? Why don't you just listen to me once in your life? When you were in Germany, when you were 18, Daddy, stay here, stay. No, my father. Well, why aren't you with him now? Well, you're with him. You went running from here to be with him. Why aren't you with him now?
I can say I'm in Brisbane.
That's what I don't understand.
I came to Brisbane.
Why?
I
You were
have
there before.
I have a lot of work to do.
What do you want over there now?
I came to do some music production.
You're gonna get yourself in big trouble one day. You know that?
I can say what is
Big. What?
I can say what is important is understanding that when you want to travel the world, that you have to be positive.
So where are you sleeping?
I'm sleeping at the Brisbane over here in the accommodation center.
Accommodation center for who?
I can say it's an accommodation center around here.
What is it? Is it a hotel, a hostel,
I can
Red
say
Cross?
I can say
What?
I can say it's some hostel around here.